Good morning, students. Today we are going to begin poem number 6 and Jennifer's Tigers, which is written by Adrienne Rich, who was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and theorist. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays, and other writings. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. The poem And Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of married life a woman experiences. So, from this introduction, you might have understood that this poem talks about the woman oppression which was prevalent all over the world in those days around 1950s. So here the poet talks about the constraints of married life that a common woman experiences. And the protagonist of the poem, And Jennifer, represents women all over the world, particularly the women in America. So let's begin the poem. And Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen. Here, And Jennifer is drawing tigers, doing embroidery upon a screen. So, in those days, about which the poet is talking, the women were supposed to do some or engage in some productive work even if she belongs to an elite class. So here Anne Jennifer is a very humble, submissive woman, and she is oppressed by the patriarchal system. तो उस टाइम में एंड जेनिफर रिप्रेजेंट करती है पूरे वेमेन वर्ल्ड को, और एंड जेनिफर एक इलीट क्लास से आती है, लेकिन फिर भी उसकी कंडीशन बाकी वेमेन की जैसी ही है, उसकी कंडीशन बहुत अच्छी नहीं है. शी इज़ स्पेंडिंग हर टाइम इन एम्ब्रॉयड्री, एंड इन दैट एम्ब्रॉयड्री शी इज़ ड्राइंग टाइगर्स. वो यहाँ पर टाइगर्स बना रही है, ड्रॉ कर रही है एक स्क्रीन पर. अब सबसे बड़ी बात, टाइगर्स क्यों ड्रॉ कर रही है? क्योंकि उसकी जो इनर डिज़ायर है वो है फ्रीडम की. वो भी चाहती है कि वो फ्रीडम से रहे. शी ऑल्सो वॉन्ट्स दैट शी शुड डू वॉट एवर शी लाइक्स एंड शी शुड नॉट बी सप्रेस्ड बाय मेल वर्ल्ड. So she is trying to move towards escapism, or trying to express her inner desire by drawing the tigers across the screen. Bright topaz, denizens of a world of green. So this line is for tigers. The tigers which she is drawing, they are bright yellowish in color. Topaz is yellowish, bright yellowish in color, and denizens means residents, and they are the residents of a world of green, that is forest world. So here the tigers which she is drawing, they are bright yellowish in color, and they represent the inner desire of Aunt Jennifer. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. Now see, Aunt Jennifer is afraid of her husband. She has to bear the exploitation. She was mastered by her husband, and here she is trying to show that the tigers which she has drawn, they are not afraid of men under the tree. So in this drawing, some trees are reflected and men are also drawn. So the tiger who's moving ahead, who's prancing across the screen, is not afraid of those men who are standing under the tree. They pace in. They again refers to the tigers. They pace in. Pace in means move ahead in sleek, chivalric certainty. So sleek means slender, their body is slender. Chivalric means bravery or courage. Certainty is confidence. So they move ahead with a confident motion, and this is how she is trying to represent the inner desire of her mind, that she also wants to be away from the oppression or the suppression which she has to bear due to her husband's cruel nature. So first stanza में आपने क्या देखा है? द पोएट हैज़ टोल्ड अस अबाउट एंड जेनिफर्स ड्रीम्स. वो क्या सोचती है, वो क्या करना चाहती है. वो भी एक्चुअली टाइगर्स की तरह ब्रेव, कॉन्फिडेंट, करेजियस बनना चाहती है, बट वो नहीं बन सकती बिकॉज ऑफ द ऑपरेशन विच शी हैज़ टू बियर, क्योंकि उसे वो एक्सप्लॉयटेशन झेलना पड़ता है उसके हस्बैंड के नेचर की वजह से. In stanza 2, the poet is trying to depict the reality of Aunt Jennifer's world. अब इस stanza में Aunt Jennifer जो कि ड्राइंग कर रही है, जो कि एम्ब्रॉयडरी कर रही है, कढ़ाई कर रही है, उसके फिंगर्स फ्लटर कर रही हैं, शेक कर रही हैं, वो इतनी डरी हुई है. इट इज़ द टेरर ऑफ हर हस्बैंड विच इज़ क्रिएटिंग हर फिंगर्स फ्लटर, विच इज़ लीडिंग टू द शेकिंग ऑफ फिंगर्स. एंड जेनिफर्स फिंगर्स फ्लटरिंग थ्रू हर वूल. जो ऊन के धागे से, वो ऊन से कढ़ाई कर रही है और नीडल उसने हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ है. जब वो नीडल को खींचती है तो उससे खींचा नहीं जाता बिकॉज़ उसकी फिंगर्स शेक कर रही हैं, काँप रही हैं उसके हस्बैंड के डर से. ऑल्दो हर हस्बैंड इज़ नॉट हियर इन द पिक्चर, उसके हस्बैंड वहाँ पर नहीं हैं, उसके बावजूद भी उसके मन में इतना ज़्यादा डर बैठा हुआ है कि शी इज़ नॉट केयरफ्री, शी इज़ वेरी मच टेरिफाइड. So it appears that she is quite graceful and delicate, and she is quite afraid of her husband who is not present in the scene. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. और उसकी फिंगर्स से वो आइवरी नीडल जो है वो भी खींची नहीं जा रही है. आइवरी मीन्स हाथी दांत. हाथी दांत की नीडल यूज़ करे, इट मीन्स इट शोज़ दैट शी कम्स फ्रॉम अ एलीट क्लास, अ वेल ऑफ फैमिली, लेकिन फिर भी उसको वो सब झेलना पड़ रहा है जो कि एक कॉमन वुमेन को झेलना पड़ता है. तो यहाँ पर उसके लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है आइवरी नीडल को खींचना. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Wedding band is a band which binds us two people into matrimony. तो एक शादी का यहाँ पर सिंबल है वेडिंग बैंड, और उस लेडी ने, आंट जेनिफर ने वेडिंग बैंड पहना हुआ है. एंड लिटरली इट्स नॉट सो हैवी, but symbolically it is heavy because the responsibilities, the exploitation, the obligation, duty and all which comes along with this wedding band, it is taking a toll upon her life. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. तो इस अंकल ने जो वेडिंग बैंड उसको पहनाया हुआ है उसकी वजह से आंट जेनिफर उसके बोझ के तले दब गई है. डज़ नॉट मीन कि वो बहुत भारी है, वेडिंग बैंड भारी नहीं है. उसके साथ, वेडिंग बैंड के साथ जो एक सोशल ऑब्लिगेशन आता है, मैरिज एक सोशल ऑब्लिगेशन है जिसको उसको कंटिन्यू करना है, जिसको कि वो छोड़कर जा नहीं सकती. शी कैन नॉट मूव आउट. इन दोज डेज देयर वाज नो सिस्टम लाइक nowadays. The persons, two persons, if they are not going on smoothly, their life is not going on smoothly, they can have divorce. But in those days there was no such word like divorce, or there was not existence of any such thing. So marriage was a social obligation and the lady has to bear it throughout her life. So the massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. When aunt is dead. Now in this third stanza the poet tells about future. When aunt is dead, जब aunt की death हो जाएगी, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Still those hands will be ringed means surrounded with ordeals she was mastered by. Ordeals मतलब वो problems जो उसे face कर रही थी by that person whom she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. और वो टाइगर्स जो उसने बनाए हैं उस स्क्रीन पर, they will go on, they will continue prancing proud and unafraid. So here it shows that even if the ant is dead, it is not going to make any impact upon the male world. She was still ringed with ordeals. Even after her death, her hands will remain terrified and will be surrounded by the exploitation, by the oppression, uh, which was provided to her by her master, that is her husband. And even after her death, the tiger in the panel will go on prancing proud and unafraid. It shows that the tiger represent male world here, that she would be a victim of male oppression, and there would be no impact of her death upon this male world. So this is what the poet is trying to tell us through this poem. You can mark the figures of speech in the uh, last line, stanza 1. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So chivalric certainty, this is alliteration. Chivalric certainty, alliteration can be found at other places also. Stanza 2, line 1, fingers fluttering. Then it is weight of uncle's wedding band, weight and wedding. So this is again alliteration. So these are the examples of alliteration. And the irony is that Aunt Jennifer's creations will continue. Those tigers will continue to prance even if even if she dies or she is chained by the woes of life. So this is irony here. Ringed with ordeals. Stanza 3, second line, still ringed with ordeals. So even after her death, she would not be free of the oppression which she has to bear due to her husband. This is metaphor here. And imagery, Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. These are the examples of imagery. Then you may see personification. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So they here have been personified. The tigers have been personified. They pace in. They pace in, it is personification. Chivalric certainty, this is alliteration. And the rhyme scheme of the poem, it has a perfect rhyme scheme, that is A A, B B and C C. Screen, green, tree, AABB, tree and certainty, and wool and pull, band and hand. So it is AABBCC. This is the rhyme scheme of the poem. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.